¿Qué pasó, mi gente? It's your boy Ruben Ramirez, and we're back with another episode of the Con Todo podcast. And on this episode, we are featuring one of my favorite people that I personally work with, but one of the most well-known faces in the Chicago movie industry, my homegirl, Vanessa Rodriguez. ¿Cómo anda,
Hello.
señorita?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It's been a
Good.
minute, girl. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
How you been? How you been?
I've been good, just hustling
For
every day.
sure.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know what? I hustling is such an understatement when it comes to all the shit that you go through
Yeah.
as an actor. And I was telling him earlier, oh, we got an actress on board. He was like, and I was excited because I was like, our first one. He was like, wait, aren't you an actor? I was like, bro, there's levels to this shit. Vanessa got credits. She studies this shit. She goes to classes. I just happen to go in front of a camera and do an audition, and here and there I get something. That's all it is. She lives, breathes, and dies this thing, and she got credits for it, and it's so cool seeing your growth. And I was telling him the credit you were on Power, Chicago PD, and everything. You just keep getting more. And recently, we got an audition to be on a show in Joliet, and I didn't get anything, but it's lo que es. It is what it is. But that's the biggest thing I think that burnt me out in the acting, where it's just like, oh, you put in so much effort into something, and then nada. I'm like, all right, I guess go fuck myself, right? Hey, pero that don't phase you. You keep fucking going, and I think it's something to be proud of.
Yeah. No, I mean it's hard. I've had these conversations with other
Yeah,
creatives too, other actors as well, and it's one of those things where honestly, like it gets everybody. You just have to learn to have thick skin, and it's just one of those things where it's like, you haven't come this far to come this far, and it's like when you really love something, it's like yeah, rejection hurts, but like you just keep going, and it just makes you better. To
for
be
sure, for
honest.
sure. You and Jennifer Bravo are my favorite Latina actresses out of Chicago.
Oh, thank you.
And it was cool. I actually got the opportunity to direct it. So when you make it big, I'll be like, "Hey, she was on my shit before everyone knew who she was." So I
Aw.
knew where talent was.
And we worked together. Remember back in what
Yes.
was it like 2021?
Which one was it? You enlightened me.
It was a short film that you wrote. It was really good.
If it was that's what I'm talking about.
Enfermo.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about. I direct. Well,
Okay.
yeah, I directed that one, and
Yeah.
it was fun. That was a good time. I'll be honest, I got burnt out. I put so much into it, and I didn't get anything out of it. And so during that time period, I was telling them I think I shot 6, 7 short films in a year, a feature film, did multiple projects. It was just crazy year, and like I did well as a person, but I gave more people opportunities than I gave myself. So I was like, all right, I gotta figure out something else for myself, and that's where comedy came in, and that's
Okay.
where I was like, you know what, I'm gonna drift this way. I did what I could, I helped out people, but I mean, it's just like you look back at everything when you first started, everything that you accepted at one point, right? I remember my biggest worst shoot ever that I remember that I got invited to was me and my guy Robert Spagnoli, a big Italian dude. We got hired to be security in this little short film,
Okay.
and
I don't know why I'm already laughing, but I am.
bro, we're supposed to do 2 shoot dates, right?
Okay.
First shoot date, we're on set. We waited for 8 hours. They were like, "All right, cut. That's a wrap." And we're looking at each other. Wait, we didn't film anything.
That was it?
Yeah, and so they were filming some other scene. And I was like, "Hey, y'all yelled cut and a wrap, but," and they're like, "Oh snap, they forgot to film our scene," and so they filmed this horrible, quick scene for us that wasn't even in the script. And they're like, "All right, well, you guys gonna be there for day 2, right? Y'all gonna be here for day 2?" Like, yeah, we're committed to this project. We're so like, oh my god. And so we go to day 2, and it's like an abandoned house. And we're told, all right, this is gonna be an overnight shoot. So I was
Okay.
like, okay, I could do it. At the time, I was super broke, so I had my job that I still had to do, but they're like paying $50, and I was like, I need that 50.
Okay.
And I remember going, and we're waiting. Right, we got there at 10 o'clock. 5 a.m. hits. I was like, bro, I gotta be at work in an hour. I told him, I was like, hey, look, I need to go really, really soon. Can we shoot our scene? Because when I got fed up, I heard a lot of laughter. I was like, bro, y'all not even shooting.
It
You
sounds
know,
like it was kind of unprofessional.
it was horrible. And
Yeah.
then so whatever. So they got us up there. We same thing, bullshit as 2 second scene. And all right, whatever, just give me my money at the end, right?
Yeah.
And the producer walks out. She was like, "Hey, so we ain't got no money. We ain't got no money." And so me and my guy Robert, look, he's like, "We ain't got no money right now, but we'll go get you. You know, once it releases, and you know what I'm saying, we'll get the paperwork,
Yeah.
all this yada yada yada." Ended up being, and it never got released. Obviously, you know about those films, right? They never get released.
It happens.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and never got released, and we never got our money, but we did take walkie talkies. We did for the
You're like,
security.
you know what? I
I'm
ain't
leaving
getting
with
paid
something.
nothing. I'm leaving with something because you did not just sit here and waste my time.
I hated life that next day because I literally went home, dressed for work, went to work, and I just hated life. I was so exhausted, and I was like, film life, head ass. Actor's life, right? But
No.
have you ever had a story like that, like where you're just like, you're like, man, this is ass.
You know, I want to say early on, maybe. Yeah, because, like, so I don't know if I shared this with you, but, like, I grew up doing theater and musical theater.
Okay.
So that's how I got into acting.
Yeah.
But this is when I was, like, a lot younger. And then when I, was like, okay, I want to be an actor, like, actually for real, right?
Yeah.
As a career, not just, like, something to do. Going from theater into on-camera work, it's different.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
a lot different. Theater's really big, really, everything. So I would say I was fortunate enough that I already knew people in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
I had 2 friends out in LA, and so I feel like they kind of steered me the right way, like kind of what to look out for and like to not get scammed and the business side of it, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's, as an actor, it's really important for all actors to know the business side of it
Mm-hmm.
because you don't want to get caught up or screwed over. So I kind of when I started doing on-camera work, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do some background work because you learn what it's like to be on set, close up, white shots, angles, everything, right? So it was like you're getting paid, not a lot, of course, but like it's also kind of like a class in itself. You're learning right there. To your question though, if I've been on something where it was like, I guess, quote unquote, waste of time or like it was kind of like BS, unprofessional. Honestly, I would say that I think I got lucky with all the before I became union, the non-union stuff that I worked on was all good. I will say that, like, I will say there was a time, I'm not gonna say which show it was, that I did background for, that
Empire.
the people on there were just very unprofessional.
Empire. I said it. Don't worry. I said it. I'm not union. I said it. It was Empire.
But I would say that. But I feel like once you go, you learn quick to like what to put up with and not to put up with. And I think like, not only as an actor but as a person, like you have to value yourself and really put your foot down and not let people walk all over you, especially in this industry. You can't do that.
I remember background acting for Empire was the worst. It was the absolute worst.
I did background, I think like 2 days, and then I was like, okay, I think I'm done. And then it was like for the women, it's like they'll have you in these heels and everything for hours overnight, But at that time, you're getting your feet wet. You're like, okay, cool. But then after that, you're like, okay, on to the next thing.
No, literally. Oh my god, I remember filming casino scene, 18 hours on set. 18 hours. Only for me to, like, the day of, I was so excited, and I was just back in my head. I was like, that's me. And I was like, never again. That was a good check, right? Because you get the overtime
you get the
after 8
overtime.
hours.
Yeah.
But, like, dude, if everyone knows, when you work background and you submitted to Empire, and you were new, you always got that look from that veteran, like, he doesn't even know yet.
Yeah, they don't even know what's coming yet. Just you wait.
He don't even know he's about to be here for the next 12 hours. Because in the emails, they'll always say, yeah, if you get early, you still get paid. It never, I never left Empire early. No. That was one of the shoots that you're there and you're committed. Mm-hmm. I went through there for a winter storm one time, and it was crazy. You know what's bad too? The second dinner that we were owed, all it was cold pizza from the top cast.
Really?
And they gave us their leftovers. And
That's
I was like,
terrible.
oh, you know what? I took 2 whole pieces. I was like, I'm leaving with. I always left with something. That's funny. And I literally took 2 whole big ones by myself. They're cold, but I was like, I'm gonna eat this on the way home. But Empire was one of those that, like, damn, yeah, you gotta really. Like, what was your favorite background moment though? What would you say? Like you're like, this is awesome. Like,
I think when I did background for Chicago PD, actually, before I was on Chicago PD, I did background, and I was one of the core police officers, and I think that was cool. I have a lot of friends that I'm still close with now, but I feel like that set, everybody was really sweet. I feel like For that was the first time that I was on a set where they didn't treat like background as less.
Yeah.
And and then when I was actually cast on the show, and then it became a reoccurring role, like I remembered, I was like, don't think you're high and mighty just because now you're on the other side,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I saw that with most of the crew there, and everybody, even the main cast, everybody was really sweet.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love that show, and
yeah.
I watch it too. Like I started watching it when I was in college, so them being on it, I was like, oh, it's cool because I was a fan of it already.
Imagine. And then, yeah, in this, the Leroy's Hawkins in that scene too, right? With you? Yeah, Leroy's is cool. I got the opportunity to perform with him before.
Yeah.
He's a really down to earth dude. We have good connections to all our friends are friends, and
Oh, that's
yeah,
good.
yeah. So I got to, chop it up with him, and I can imagine working with somebody like that on the acting side. He was doing comedy on my side, so it's a little different.
Oh, that's awesome.
But I can't imagine how it is to like work with a professional and they like locked in. You know what I'm saying? To where
Yeah.
comedy, we're more relaxed, we're talking shit. You guys are like.
And it depends too, like the environment of what the scene is, right?
Yeah.
Like the scenes that I did was very intense. Like I was kidnapped, so it's a lot of action. And I remember he was part of two of the scenes that I was part of, I believe. And he was so sweet. He kept saying, "Good job, like you're doing great," all this stuff. So they definitely made me feel super welcome, and I loved it.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'll say that. I think it was cool when when I was really really passionate about it and like going like always look forward to those days where I'm like, oh cool, I'm booked today. I'm gonna be on the set of Chicago PD or it was always and I was living in Peoria at the time, so I was driving 3 hours for it.
Wow.
So
Okay.
I was always excited. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
gonna be filming. Even if and it's funny because you could tell who the vets were because they were over it. They were like, and I was so excited on the bus. I was like, oh, this is so cool, and they're like.
They're like this este nuevo que está aquí, this new guy. Aw.
But nah, it's acting is such a difficult. I would say it was rewarding too, because obviously, those emails you get back that it's yours. You get the role.
Yeah.
Now, do you still remember how you felt when you hit that power one though?
Yeah, I remember that was it was over the summer, and I remember my mom came to visit me, and I got the email like on a Saturday, and I was just really excited because I had auditioned for that show multiple times.
Yeah.
I auditioned for a series regular on that show
Yeah.
too. So when I got it, I was like, oh, this is great. Like, finally I'll be on this show.
Yeah.
So I was excited. I don't know if you know this, but when it aired, my part was actually cut off.
I did not know.
It was cut. Yeah, it was cut. And that was something that I experienced for the first time because that happens a lot, as you know, with post-production.
Yes,
Like, that's out of our control, right?
Nunca sabes.
So yeah, they cut it, and I remember this was during the strike too.
Yeah.
So I was in Texas at my cousin's wedding, and I found out. Of course, I was crying. I was crying for like 5 minutes, and then I kind of got over it, and then I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, I still booked it. That was out of my control. I still got the credits for it, and I had a great time. You know.
She got the bread. You heard?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I still think it's out of our reach, right? A lot of things, and out of our creative control, I guess.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I mean that those things, it's not even about the money. It's about the opportunity to be seen,
Mm-hmm.
So I can't imagine the emotion you felt. But at the end of the day, it's something that no one can ever take away from you.
Yeah.
You got it. It was yours. It's just
Yeah.
it is what it is. But I think the acting world prepares you for so much in life.
Mm-hmm.
And because it teaches you real fucking quick
Yeah.
that nothing is owed to you.
Yeah.
And hearing no so many times that like in the reality of in the real world, not hearing a no.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and I feel, I'm the same way. I feel like for me, it helped me develop thick skin, not just as an actor, but like as a person in general, because I mean, life is life. And yeah, I mean, being an actor is hard. It's very, very hard. And I've always said this, like, it's not for the weak. It's not like you quickly, when you get into being an actor, I'm sure you know this too, like, who truly is in it because they love it and for the right reasons versus other people like, oh, I just want to be famous, I want to do that. Like, cool, that's like your motive, but you're gonna learn quick, like, it's hard. You have to put in the work first and foremost. And like, I mean, for me, I can only speak for myself. Right? Everyone's different, but like for me, it's just like I just genuinely love the craft of acting. I always have, and I just, every time I get an audition, I just try to do the best work that I can be, stay ready so I don't have to get ready when opportunities come. As we were talking about, we both auditioned for that, well, it's a pilot right now.
Yeah.
And, I didn't get it, but it's okay. You know what I mean? If it gets picked up, hopefully more opportunities will come from it. And I truly believe that what's meant for you is meant for you,
For
you
sure.
know?
No, that's facts. I And it's such a, it's not only that. Even if you get the part right, even especially for movies, you have to wait. It's like a waiting game, and by the time that the movie comes out, you don't even look the same. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like I was like, bro, like I was just talking to him. There's a couple movies that are finally coming out that are like 5 years in, and it's like, bro, like I'm not promoting it. I'm not promoting it. You know, it's pre-COVID. I didn't even have braids yet. I'm good. You know, my hair ain't long. My beard wasn't long. I'm good. I don't want people to know I have a double chin. You know, they saw it. I'm good. And so, like, I don't know. It's such a, if you pick a career in that, you know, I'll even say this as a comedian. I still think, acting is probably the craziest path, just because you're just so willing. You're so willing to go at bat and not go your way all the time. You know.
Yeah, it's definitely, I feel like it's a very courageous thing to do. You know what I mean? To be an actor. I feel like most people, when you tell them like, oh yeah, I want to be an actor, like, you know, back when I was like, I'm going to do this, you know, I left my full-time job. I mean, I have a bachelor's, but I was in grad school to get my master's degree. And I was like, no, like, I don't want to do this. Like, I want to be an actor. And I've always known that. And honestly, like, it's been what now, almost going on 7.5, 8 years that I, you know, left my full-time job and was like, this is what I'm going to pursue. And I, like, that was the best decision I've ever made, you know?
You know, and I respect you because you actually got some paper behind you. My dumb ass, I left criminal justice school in junior college. I was like, "Apá, quiero ser actor." Dad's like, ¿qué? ¿Qué vas a ser actor? Yes, pa, voy a ser actor. Ya no quiero ser policía. He's like, mijo, ¿cuándo vas a hacer dinero? I was like, Dad, the average actor makes it at 45. My dad, dude, my dad was pissed.
Aww.
That's I live criminal justice school. At least you know what I'm saying. You got some type of degree behind you. I was like, man, fuck this. I'm going full hard. And then I was like, dog. After like 7 years, and I was like, I'm gonna try comedy.
and you know what? Everyone's journey is different too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I applaud you for doing comedy because I feel like, because I've taken some improv classes.
Oh, improv, yeah.
And but I mean, I feel like, yes, it's kind of like, I feel like some of the improv classes I took, a lot of people that took it were because they want to be comedians or they are comedians, right? And for me, I think that's scary. Like, just getting up there and saying jokes, you know? So I applaud you for that. And you're funny, dude. I've seen your stuff online not only, but I've seen you in person too. Really good at it. Like, you truly are. I feel like it comes very natural to you. It's, you know how some people, like, you could tell, like, whether they're performing, you know, acting or comedy, any type of performance, you could tell that it's, like, maybe too performative, it's too forced, right? And I feel like for you, it's very natural.
Oh, I think, and thank you. I appreciate that. I think it's I don't know. It's one of those things. It's like, it just flows, right?
Yeah.
And but I would say this too. I always tell a lot of my comedian friends, because I could tell like a comedian when they're too stiff, when they're very I'm like, bro, take an acting class. Take an acting class. Why? I'm like, bro, you're gonna get animated. You have to get animated. How are you gonna tell a joke and you're not making facial expressions? You're not making, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're just like, all right, guys. So it's like, no, like, you add eyes, add whatever. Do what you gotta. You have to be animated. If you're explaining a story, you have to deliver the story. You can't just, so why did the chicken cross the road? No, it's like, why the chicken crossed the road? You know what I'm saying? Even saying something stupid like that is already gonna, add to it. And I'm like, no, take an acting class. Take an acting class. And 9 times out of 10, they go and they take one at Second City. They come back and I'll do now. I'm like, they're flexible.
They feel more loosened up and more,
yeah, instead of being in this whole box thing, right?
Yeah.
Nah, but so that's why I think I'm grateful for that I came from acting to comedy, just because it made me so loose. It made me more, I guess, fluent in a way that I would just flow. But
yeah,
I'll say that. What and are you working on anything right now?
Like, no, actually, I'm not. Just honestly, I don't want to say just auditioning, but auditioning, yeah. Just constantly auditioning. I'm really grateful. Like, I have a really good team. We actually have one of the same agents, Hayes.
Yes, Hayes. Shout out Hayes.
Yeah.
Big Michelle Hayes fan.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, with all my reps, honestly, just staying locked in, staying auditioning. 3? No, 4. 4.
Nice.
Yeah.
You have a whole team.
Yeah.
Different regions?
Yeah, different regions.
For sure.
Yeah. So pretty much all spread out throughout the U.S.
Sure. And so you get auditions from the different regions and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. So like a little bit of everything, which is nice. But yeah, just honestly auditioning and just trying to book a job.
for sure.
Really.
Trying to get this money,
Yeah,
man.
and you know what?
Hire me, yeah, type shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and what I like to do too, you know, when times are slow, whether it's taking workshops, doing virtual things. I started working one on one with a coach too, which is cool. But I also like to just tape myself doing monologues.
Okay.
So I used to do a lot of that in
Yeah, yeah,
theater, and honestly, just to watch myself and just do something once a week. And honestly too, watching certain shows, watching certain movies, and just studying these actors and seeing what they're doing, that's another way of learning too that I like to do, to keep that muscle going, because it's like you never know when opportunity is going to come and you need to be ready.
bro. And it's gonna come for you. It's gonna, if I've been need, and you'll be ready. You'll be ready. It'll be one of those things.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, you're right. Sometimes you study these people, you're like, dude, how they do that? Especially recently. Have you seen the Michael movie yet?
I did.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
It
was
so
amazing.
freaking good.
Yeah.
I told all my
loved it.
friends, like, y'all got a week to watch this, or I'm just gonna tell y'all everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I saw it twice.
Yeah, I would have been again. I'd probably go see it tomorrow again. I ain't gonna lie to you. But it's just so nuts to me too. Look, thinking about it now, like how much propaganda was against Mike, and I remember growing up that I genuinely thought he bleached his skin.
Yeah.
I genuinely thought that he wanted to be white just because the news would say, he's doing this, he's crazy, he's this. But now that we're adults and we do our own research, he was actually saving kids from the Epstein Island. It's fucking nuts to me. So it makes that story a little more sadder and more emotional, And then seeing how his nephew was able to portray his uncle. Nuts.
He embodied him to it was like he became him, and the fact that it was his first acting role is insane. And I mean, like we're talking about, some people just naturally have it. You know what I mean? I'm not I would never tell somebody, oh no, don't go, take classes or whatever. But there's some people, and I have some friends that are in the industry that they've never taken one single acting class, and you would never know. They just have it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Same thing on this side. Yeah. Some people just have the gift of gab. They just have it. They didn't have to hit up 30 open mics, 40 open mics a week, They just have it, and that's what it is. And, Jafar, bar none, had it. And so when they announced, they're going to make a second, we knew it said at the end,
Yeah, there's going to be a sequel.
But when they officially announced it, green light, I was like, that's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
I hope, they don't rush to his death,
Right.
I hope that,
I hope they kind of do it like how they did this one. It was 2.5 hours, but it's I felt like it was stretched out good enough where it didn't feel too crammed or too rushed.
That's
but no, I loved it. And back to what you were saying about when, we're younger, seeing things on the news and believing certain things, And it's funny because a lot of family and friends would be like, oh yeah, he's this, he's that. And I swear, and I can say this confidently, I never believed any of that stuff.
Nice.
Do I think he had certain things that were maybe odd to everybody else? Yeah. But I'm you also have to see how he grew up.
Yeah.
It wasn't how we grew up. And not only that, he till this day is the most famous person in the world. I think I read that at 1.5 billion out of 7 billion people in the world knew who he was. That's insane, But I think, like I said, when you're that talented, that gifted, you're gonna have some little quirks to you, you know what I mean? But all those other things that they tried to put on him because he was a quote unquote easy target, it was. I think it was all BS, and I think he was a truly just a loving person, and he helped a lot of people. But they even now, I'm sure you've seen articles, there's all these families from years ago, once the movie came out, they're trying to throw all these allegations against him again. I'm dude, he's not even alive anymore.
Y'all trying too hard.
Yeah.
I think his legacy is protected.
Yeah.
Just because you saw it with this one. Everyone just showed love, and I think everyone's they know what happened. I feel like we all can agree that he was actually helping more than taking, doing anything bad. And the powers that be, that's what it is what it is. They'll make you look bad just because you're trying to take them down. But it's So that movie was really good. My other favorite biopic, did you see the Bob Marley one?
I haven't seen that one.
That one was really good too.
No.
That one they did a good job. Queen, did you see?
Yes.
Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yeah, that one was really good. I love that one because it's the same director that did Michael, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I also loved Elvis. Did you see
Elvis
that
was
one?
dope too.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love Austin Butler.
Yes.
I'm a big Austin Butler fan. So I thought he did a great job in that too.
Elvis was crazy too. If you were to do a biopic, who would you, who would you do it for?
Ooh. I mean, I don't know. That's hard. They've already done Selena, but I feel like if they were to do a remake, I would love to play
For
Selena.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I would
If a
love to
white
do
girl
so.
can play Selena, you could definitely, you could
Wait,
definitely
which
do
white girl
it.
played
The
Selena?
last girl that played her.
In the series?
Yeah.
Really? I thought
Uh-huh.
she was Latina.
Hmm.
No, es
She
güera?
did a good job
Yeah, she did a good job.
being Latina.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought she was Latina.
No.
But no, she did a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, definitely. I think if they ever made a DJ Khaled biopic, I think I'd be front runner.
Yeah.
But I don't think they'll ever do a DJ Khaled biopic. So, no, I really, I don't know. Those movies are just so hard to do. I like the Tupac one too. Did you watch that one?
No. No, I saw
All Eyes on Me. Did you see that one?
no, I
No?
saw Straight Outta Compton. I
That one
like
was
that
good
one.
too.
I really like that one.
Yeah, no. Tupac's was All Eyes on Me, and that one was really good. The Biggie one was good too. I feel like
I've seen the Biggie one.
you didn't see the Tupac one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was good. But what's your dream TV show to be on?
Dream TV show? Ooh. Well,
Past or present?
yeah, okay, I was gonna say past because I feel like I have two, but they're in the past. It would be Friends and Sex in the City.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I love those shows. I love sitcoms, and Sex in the City for me. Even though I mean that show came out when I was literally like 5 years old, you
Yeah.
know, but I feel like it's so relatable to now, and I just love that it's like a very like woman empowering show,
Sure.
and it was led by four strong women, and it's just very relatable. And then like me living in the city, I don't know, it's just fun. It's such a culture like pop culture
Yeah.
show. But I would love to be on that show. I know they did the was it And Just Like That,
Yeah.
which was the sequel to it, I guess. It was a continuation. And that was cool too. But you know, something like the OG show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say those two. And you know, I also liked New Girl and what's the other show? Yeah, I would say those. Those are
Yeah.
cool. But I also like, I don't know, I like everything. But if I had to choose, it would be those three. But I also love a lot of like thriller and action
Yeah.
type of shows too.
I would have loved to have been on My Block. I don't know if you know.
Oh my God,
Yes.
that show was so, and I feel like that show was so underrated, but it was so
It
good.
was so freaking good.
Yes.
And the last season, I hate how they went out. Because it was all a money thing, right? It was all a money thing. They couldn't agree to an extension. So they're like, all right, this is going to be the last season.
I felt like they kind of like crammed it. And
They literally,
I didn't like that ending.
The writers didn't do them justice. It didn't. That's not the ending that there should have been. It was so crammed. The stories were like weird, random. You know, the last season was so hot, and so like for it to just end like that, how it did,
Yeah.
garbage. And
Yeah.
I'll never forgive you, Netflix. Okay, but on My Block was one of those shows. I was like, oh, that's like I would love to have been part of that, just because it's
Yeah.
just like such a good show. Like
Yeah.
it was one of those shows. One of the only shows that I've ever watched that I've like sat and just binge watched.
I binge watched it because I think it came out in like 2018.
Yeah.
And I remember someone that at my old job when I was working, they're like, "Hey, have you seen the show on My Block?" And I was like, "No, like I just came out on Netflix. Watch it. I think you'll like it." I'm like, "Okay, sure." So I remember going home, checking it out. One episode, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this
Yeah.
is so good!" And then I kept watching and watching, and that's how you know a show is good when you're like you just want to keep watching it and you like lose track of time.
Oh my!
You just want to watch more of it,
Yes,
you know?
that and Cobra Kai made me feel like that too.
Okay.
Cobra Kai, I would been watching that one too.
My dad loves Cobra Kai.
You know, and then so one of my homies, Khalil Everett, she was one of the actors on Cobra Kai.
Oh, nice.
He had his own Netflix movie, Beats. You ever seen Beats with him and Anthony Hamilton?
I know, but I know what you're
Yeah,
talking
so
about.
yeah, he was a lead actor in that, and so
Okay.
he did Cobra Kai too. It was just so cool, like seeing him in that realm and shit, and like he was reoccurring, so it was so
Nice.
cool. And then he would just be like chilling with all the actors and stuff, like
Yeah.
bowling with them on the off days and stuff. Like
Yeah.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
You know, like and all the Karate Kid people, they were just chilling with them and shit. I was like,
Yeah, and I
that's
feel
nuts.
like especially if like you grew up watching the Karate Kid movies and then you're on that, it's like it makes it even more special.
Oh yeah,
You know.
for sure. No, and it's one of those things too. I think when you see your friends and stuff on there, like, oh, it's so cool. So like every time that you posted your shit, I was like, oh my god, it's so cool. I know somebody's gonna make it. Somebody is gonna make it. Somebody is, and I hope it's you for sure, Vanessa, because you put in a lot of work. Like I was telling him,
Thank
like
you.
he was like, oh, you're not. So I was like, nah, dude, there's levels. There's levels.
Aw.
There's levels to this shit.
You know, and honestly, there is, and you know, after I became union, you know, I'm so grateful for that because I've been in rooms being seen, you know, in the right rooms that
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be in, and I'm competing at that level that I need to be competing at and that I've wanted to compete at. You know, it does make it more harder because now you're going against, you
Oh
know,
yeah.
top of the pool, bigger pools and stuff, but
That's how you're gonna
it's
grow,
great.
though.
Yeah.
That's how you're gonna grow. You're not gonna grow by going against people like me who do it here and there. No, you're gonna
No,
grow.
stop it.
You're gonna grow with people who've been doing theater and friggin' playbills all over their name. They do Broadway. Like that's how you do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially when you hear somebody like have a theater background, then that's a whole different monster. I did theater one time. One time. There's a reason why it was one time. It was.
Aw.
It's just so hard. I thought I found it
You
to be
think so?
Oh, theater. Oh my god. You cannot mess up, and if you mess up, you have to play like you did it, and
Yeah.
it's the rehearsals, like that's why I liked acting because it's like when you film, I mean, yeah, you could be like, oh, I messed up, my bad, cut, all right, let's do it again. I had that like safety net in a way. I always felt like I had a safety net, but then when I did theater, showtime,
Yeah.
you got to know everything.
Yeah.
And it'd be like 40, 50 pages of dialogue. I'm like, man, this is a whole different beast.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and it's funny because I feel like in certain things, from what I found, I feel like on camera work for me at least could be harder than theater. And I say that because, you know, with stage acting, yes, it's like you said, it's more dialogue, it's on there, but I don't know, maybe because I'm a very expressive person and I'm like, you know, whatever. And with, you know, with on-camera work, it's like, okay, everything has to be more still. And there's certain moments that I mean are more impactful than being so big and all that. And sometimes getting into that and getting smaller, like, you know, this is your audience, that can be hard at times, you know, but for me at least, I think I'm grateful that I did do theater before I did on camera work, just because it did set that foundation for me, especially like, I mean, memorization is just one out
Yeah.
of, you know, 100 things that goes into being an actor, but at least in that, like, I can read something, and I'm not kidding, like, I can memorize it like that.
Right.
And I feel like that is a strength that I do have, is memorization, but I think that all comes from like theater because, yeah, you just got to know it, you know,
Yeah.
and if you mess up, you just got to play along like you didn't mess up.
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
and memory can be interesting. That's why I'm like kind of happy when sometimes I get these like co-star roles where there's just like 5 lines. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Okay, cool. We got this in the bag. Cause for Power, I got a big ass audition for a recurring role, Manny. I don't know I think it's Manny's name was Manny, but he was in like every other episode. And so looking at like the lines and stuff like that, I was like, bro, what the fuck? And at the time, I didn't know who Randy was, the one who. So I was like, how am I gonna do this on my own? You know, because it was a big ass audition. They wanted you to record this page, and then this page, and this page, and like I
So
didn't
it
have
was
a
like
setup.
multiple scenes saying
Oh
how to do?
yeah. And it was just hard. I submitted it. It was horrible. But like I knew if I had Randy though to coach me through it, I think I would have done a lot better. But it's one of those things too. It's like the memory of it, right? Because I such a bad. I'm sorry, Michelle. I was literally like this. I was like, all right, let me look at the lines. All right, and I would have it like, see, I was like, all right, how dare you? You know, like, it was bad, bro. It was horrible, and but it was just I didn't know how to do it right the proper way, and then I met Randy, and Randy showed
Randy's
me
awesome.
oh my god,
Yeah,
Randy
he's
showed
awesome.
me the way, and that's why like I have so much more confidence now.
Good.
Whenever I get an audition, I hit up Randy, give me an ASAP, and Randy's so busy. That like you're like I got you here 11 o'clock. Like, I'm like damn bro, this boy booked, and then like as soon as you're walking in, someone's walking out.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh,
Yeah.
what's up, bro? How you doing, man? I hope you killed it. And it's like for the same role.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but Randy, yeah, man, Randy is such a like an important person to the Chicago film world. And I hope he knows that because he's a good person too.
Yeah,
and like
he
you
is.
wouldn't know if he had a bad day at work. He loves what he does. He loves what he does. But he'll do it like I'm like, hey, bro, how long you been doing this for? Like, like today, or I was like, yeah, today. Oh, first audition was 7 a.m. And like, so what, you did like 30 auditions today? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a great person, great actor, and he's a really good coach, and he just genuinely loves helping people, you know.
Yeah,
And you can tell because he's helped so many people, and he's really nice, and yeah, and like we were saying that you have more confidence, and that's good. I feel like that's key for anything because it's like, you know, when it comes to auditioning, it's like, you know, you get the description of what, you know, they're having you do, but that's just blueprint. Like you need
yeah,
to bring your creativity to it. You need to bring you and what Ruben's going to bring to that.
yeah.
What is Vanessa going to bring to that, you know? And I think it's just being confident in your choices, and you're saying that he's helping you feel confident. That's really good
Oh
because at
yeah.
the end of the day, like, okay, yeah, maybe you might not book it, but you're proud of your work and you're confident in
Oh,
it,
for sure.
you know?
Yeah. No.
And I think that that's what's truly important too.
No, and it's crazy too. Like Randy goes above and beyond. Like he already knows your character. He knows the background. He's already all right. We're gonna put this person right here. And I'm like, bro, you already created the scene, and you know what I'm saying. Like, and he does it for everybody. So
Yeah.
that's a big shout out to Randy.
Yeah.
No, that's my guy for sure. And like, I don't know, it's so nuts to me now too. Now, like coming in this realm, right? Like before, was just straight acting and directing and stuff. I didn't have what you would say clout. I guess you would say I was just known in the scene, but I wasn't known in the United States. But as soon as I started doing comedy and like reels, skits, all that stuff, I started to get noticed more, a lot more throughout, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and to the point where I got seen by a director from BET, and that's how I got my 2 credits. And then now we're gonna film another BET movie in 2027.
Nice.
But like I thought about it like this too because I did have I forgot what podcast it was, but I did see and here's what's crazy. It's kind of relative to what we're comedians go through too. We work so hard to be headliners, right? And there's like these TikTok stars that come out of nowhere, and they come out of nowhere. They could do the one thing that club owners want, and that's sell tickets, right? They're not as good as you.
Yeah.
They didn't train as good as you. They didn't put in the work as much as you, but they get that front row seat and over you because they have that popularity.
They have like over 1 million followers,
yeah,
and they're gonna
yeah.
bring in that, those viewers, and yeah, yeah.
And I could see that happen in the acting world too.
Oh yeah.
I've seen it. I've seen tits where I've seen social media influencers try to act, but like it's very obvious.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then again, it's a producer was like, I'm gonna put this person, and they're gonna promote it, and then
Yeah, because they have X amount of followers and all that, and I mean, without saying too much, because I don't want to throw shade.
No, throw shade. Fuck it. Throw shade. I'm right here. I'll defend you, homie.
Okay. To each their own. I get now, like, there's a lot of people that are quote unquote influencers and like do TikToks and do all this stuff. Cool, right? But what makes me upset is like you were saying, when you are doing the work, and it's not to toot my own horn, but like I know I booked the room and I know my performance was way better than this person, but because this person has way more followers than me, they're gonna get the part, and that's what irks me. But it is what it is, unfortunately, sometimes, because we know it's not always the most talented person that books it. When it comes to like influencers versus like quote unquote actors and influencers, and that does irk me, because I'm like, man, there's not just myself, but so many people that we're working so hard to like continue to climb the ladder and make a name for ourselves. But then you have somebody that has never acted in their life, but because their TikTok went viral or it got over 30 million views, whatever the case, they get this over you, and you're like, what the hell? And it is annoying. It's very annoying. And I've had people be like, hey, maybe you should start making TikToks. Maybe that'll help you. And I'm like, no, at the end of the day, cool people that do it. But like for me, I'm like, I'm going to stay true to myself, because when I do make it, it's like, no, I made it because I love acting, not because, I'm doing this to, whatever it may be. Because I'm like, that I don't want to quote unquote be known as an actor because I went the influence way, if that makes sense. Not to throw shade at people if they do that, cool, if that's what, teach their own, but I'm like, I'm good. That's just that's not my vibe.
No, for sure. No, and trust me, I've seen it, and it's like, dude, it's the same thing in our realm. Like, dude, you work so hard, and then just because, but here's the thing, it messes it up for people because they're not ready for that. So those people that came to see him, they're not like they're not gonna come back. Like,
right,
you know
right.
what I'm saying? They're like, because it used to be where like a comedian can get on a club, right, and there'll be random people that don't even know you. They'll give you a chance to see, right?
Right.
Those people will go and see these influencers. I'm
Yeah.
like, the fuck is this? This ain't comedy.
Right.
You know, and then now
They're like, who hired this person?
yeah, literally, and now they ruined it for them to even come back to begin with. Oh, this is what comedy is nowadays.
Yeah.
I'm good, you know, and
Yeah.
but then again, I guess I would say my skits caught the eye of people, you know, and but I mean it's in the same realm, you know. I portrayed a character, they like that character, and
Yeah.
they're like, oh, do we want to be part of it, you know, and I always say that I was like, dude, BET gave me a chance before Telemundo did. You know,
Telemundo.
for Galavisión y todo eso. I was like, man, oh, my black homies gave me the chance before my own people's did. I'll take it, whatever. But nah, it's,
No, that's awesome though.
yeah,
That's really cool.
But trust me, I was like, oh, this is a good question. I was thinking in my head, I was like, just because we go through the same shit, you know?
Yeah.
Because I know, I can't imagine. Trust me, like I said, those movies, newer movies. I was like, bro, I know you from
Yeah.
TikTok. You're not supposed to be there, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
No, and I've seen, you know, a few people get cast in what was that show that just came out on Netflix? It was it Ed Gein? You know, the was it the Monsters? Remember they did
Monsters, yeah,
Dahmer,
yeah.
and then
Yeah,
they did the Brothers, and then I think this was season 3 or season 4, but it was Ed Gein. Well, anyways, one of the women that was I guess she was a guest star or a reoccurring, I can't remember, but she got that role because she would do TikTok dance videos.
Well, Nessa, we know what we're doing wrong. We gotta shake ass.
I know, I gotta go do some TikTok dancing videos just to get noticed. Apparently, no, I'm just kidding.
We gotta shake ass now. Whatever. All right, you ready, JB? What song? All right, cool.
But I mean, like they said, to each their own. Like if you know, if they make it cool and if they're working cool, I mean, if that's their like route to do it, right? To each their own. But I just know that like this is my route, and I'm not gonna like change myself just to
Say, Vanessa,
do
there's
that.
levels to this shit. Say it.
Yeah, you know, but
You're so nice.
but it does irk me because I don't want to watch this. I'm like, these people are gonna be watching. I don't want to like say something later, and they're gonna be like, oh god.
Nah, you're gonna be alright. Trust me. I'll be the one saying it. Don't worry. I'm non-union.
Oh gosh.
No. So okay. So having a union, if someone was wondering, what's the difference between union and non-union?
Yeah. I mean, union, SAG-AFTRA, right? It's been around, I want to say, since like the 1950s. And, you know, the union, just like a lot of other career paths have unions, right? So there's protections, right? You're guaranteed a certain amount of money depending on what role you get. So, I mean, it's just, think about it like you're going on there and you're being protected. It's bigger sets, it's more professional. You're working with people who have been in the business for a long time. It's the real deal, right? Every big movie, every big show you watch, they're all union. Every actor you love, every A-list actor, they're all union, you know? So being in the union, it just, that's where you want to be. That's you know, for every actor, you know, especially if this is what you want to do as your career. Yeah, you're protected. There's a lot of benefits that come from it as well. And yeah, you're taken care of.
So if someone that's on the verge of joining, because I saw it a lot. Is there a reason why people wait a little bit before they actually join? Like after they got their credits?
Yeah, because when you they always say like they recommend you join when you're a must join. That's how it was for me. Like I waited, like when I booked Force, they told my old agent at the time, they told her, hey, when Vanessa comes on set, she needs to be union because this is her technically her third union booking. So that's how they always say to wait, just because like you kind of want to get that more experience, because once you are union, like I said, you're auditioning for all like the bigger stuff, you know. It's more competitive, you know. It's competition on another level. Excuse me. So that's why they say to do that. And I think for Chicago in particular, they say that to a lot of actors because a lot of stuff in Chicago is non-union. A lot of stuff is becoming more union, but that's why they say that too. Yeah. To just kind of wait and, you know, continue getting your feet wet. And then once they're like, it's a must join. And also, too, it's kind of like, okay, now I earned it. I didn't just join, because technically anyone can join if you pay a fee. Yeah. Right? Without even having set credits. But at the same time, it's like, why would you want to do that to yourself? It's like you want to work on these sets and know what it truly is, and just earn it. You know?
And how much the tag is on that?
Huh?
How much is the tag to join?
So if you're local, so you can be like whether it's Chicago local, New York local, LA local, New Mexico, Atlanta. I want to say it's 1,800, and then if you do like just national, like meaning you can all that, it's 3 grand, but it's a one-time fee.
Yeah.
And then you pay dues twice a year.
What are the dues?
It depends on how much work you're booking.
Okay, so if you don't get any work, they're not gonna be like.
You'll still get something because from past work or residuals or whatever the case may be. You'll still pay something. Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. Y'all heard that right? 3 grand. And I knew it wasn't cheap. I knew it wasn't cheap for the. I also did. You know what I didn't know? I didn't know that it was like a local thing. Just because there's so like if you say you only pay for the Chicago, you can't do.
No, so if like you're local, so let's say like you're Chicago local, you only paid that due. But then let's say 3 months from now you book something in LA, then once you book that, you have to pay the rest of that, and it's a one-time fee. So. Yeah.
That's crazy. Imagine there was a comedy union. Oh hell no. No,
comedians don't fall under SAG-AFTRA.
Yeah, but like for film.
Okay.
There's not like.
But like for stand up.
Yeah, no,
stand up.
there's
Okay.
nothing like that.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, not yet at least. I feel like they want to, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel yet. I'm very happy how it is now. It's just people have to figure it out. But no, what's the SAG where you could still do union work? You have to vote. ¿Cómo se dice? I'm gonna have to look this up real quick. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm gonna look this up so I know.
Is it when you can do union and non-union work?
Yeah,
Is that what you're asking?
see,
That's FICOR.
FICOR, but like FICOR, right? Yeah. Are you that or no?
No.
No, you went full in.
Full in.
For sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Because what you like FICOR, right? And then like now you can't vote for certain things and stuff like that.
Yeah. So usually, if you're FICOR, you can't really vote when it comes to any elections with the union.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just other things. Yeah.
For sure. Cool. See, it's professional. There's levels to this shit. There's levels. See,
and I mean, yeah, to each their own. I know I have some friends that do FICOR. I know it's definitely frowned upon in certain markets.
Yeah.
But
I
like,
feel like Chicago is all a lot of it's non-union, so it's like we understand. But if you're in LA, it's like really. Dude?
Yeah, and I mean, I think it just depends on the person too. Like if you're like, hey, you know what, I don't want to do non-union work anymore. I want to do just union, and that's kind of how I was, because like I did it and I was grateful for it. But I was like, no, I want to do just union work.
Okay, just straight union.
Yeah.
I heard that. So if you have to book Nessa, you have to get the union behind your projects. All right. No, my guy Rami does that. My guy, you ever met Rami Abasham?
No, I don't think
Oh, he's
so.
a Palestinian filmmaker. No, he's a
Okay.
comedian though. Actually, stand-up comedian.
Wait, what's his name?
Rami Abasham.
I think I did background with him years ago.
Oh yeah,
I
probably.
think
'Cause
so.
He did PD and all that too.
Yeah, I think if I look up his Instagram
Yeah.
later, I think I know who you're talking about.
But it was cool. We did a short film the other day, and I was the only me and like 2 other cats were all non-union, but he put it under like low budget SAG-AFTRA film.
Okay.
So he had
Yep.
like all the forms for the SAG actors.
Yeah.
And just to make them feel safer. And I was like, "What about us, bro?" He was like, "Oh, you? I don't know. There's no government for you." I was like, "All right, that's cool."
You have no protections, only they do. No, I'm just kidding.
He literally was like, "Here's a water bottle and a fucking breakfast bar." But these guys, they get. But yeah, no, I saw that. I was like, "Oh, that's cool, man. These they're they feel good about being a part of production and
Yeah.
yeah." I like I said, it's a grind. I look at you and then I look at my homegirl Jennifer Bravo a lot. I see how because she's out in LA, so it's like, bruh, I can't imagine, and she's coming from a non-union background to going over there, and she's hustling, she's grinding. It's just, man, film left such a hard reality, and for me, and I'm like, fuck, dude, this is hard. If you're not super super passionate like you guys are, like y'all live and breathe this, and it's so cool to see, and I film's cool. Like I still love acting. It's just the energy you need, I can't imagine that day we filmed in Federal, how you felt after having to yell and scream.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. I think we did it in like 1 or 2 takes.
Well, we had to because I didn't want to keep stressing you out.
Yeah.
That was because I was
It definitely, I felt like I was like, and I, before when I was like preparing for it, I was like, I'm going to try to do this in 1 or 2 takes because like, I know I'm going to, like that took a lot.
Yeah. Oh, you got a headache afterwards. You told me you're like you had a headache. So
Yeah.
luckily,
Well, a little one.
luckily we had non-union ibuprofen on set, so we were ready. And non-union water bottles, so
Oh,
we were,
stop.
But no, if it's one thing, I always take care of my people. Even now, right? Like if we're on the road, I make sure he's fed. I make sure he has a bed. Make, you know what I'm saying? I make sure he's straight. And then when I was doing film, everyone had like a meal every 4 hours. Everybody was checked up on. There's water on hand at all times.
Yeah.
If it's one thing, I give myself props in the film where I was like, I always make sure people felt okay,
Yeah.
But especially like soul scenes, I was like, yeah, dude, fucking, let's try to get that on the first 2 tries, just because I can imagine yelling and fucking going psycho, and not do something to you, right? So it's like, all right.
I mean, I feel like if it doesn't do something to you, then you clearly were not giving it your all.
Oh,
You were not acting. You were not present.
You freaking killed it. I still remember. Now I'm thinking
Thank
about
you.
it. I'll show you after, JB. It was like it was a really good short film.
It was. And I did you write it? Or did you also write it?
No. It was written by, I want to say, Kat Flores did it.
Okay. I know she was involved too, but I didn't know if you guys both wrote it, like you co-wrote it as well.
Because I just directed and produced it, and then I had Herb. He shot it, and then...
that's right, she did write it. I do remember that now. Okay. I mean, that was like 5 years ago, but now I remember.
Yeah, that's so crazy, right? Mm-hmm. That was a solid team. We had a good run that 1 year. Luckily, I had a really good producer. Shout out AB Dada. He backed us up in everything, cameras, food, whatever, whatever we needed, we had, just because we had a great producer. And that's why I was able to do the fucking 8 short films, a feature film, all the other projects. And but... yeah, it was a good run. I look back, and sometimes like when I think about the haters that I had, I'm like, bro, y'all motherfuckers still haven't released y'all first film from like 8 years ago. Okay, y'all keep dropping promo like.
So you know how, back to a question that you asked. Sorry, not to cut you off, but you asked a question earlier about like if I ever had a bad experience like on set. So I told you, thankfully I didn't. But a thing is, I remember like, certain people, like, I'm sure this happened to you too, reaching out. Yeah, it's not paid yet, but when it does get picked up, like the false. Let me say this: the false promises, the false hopes, all that stuff. That's one thing that honestly I don't miss from like non-union stuff and all that stuff, because it's ridiculous, and it's just so damn unprofessional. And like, I'm like, when it comes to certain things, especially in my craft, like I'm such a perfectionist, and I'm always prepared and ready. And when people are not, that's one thing that really pisses me off. It's like, don't show up unprepared. And like, that happened a few times, and that would just irk me, because I'm like, I can't.
No, and then the amount of times they'd be like, all right, we got 7 rehearsals before shoot date. What the fuck we need 7 rehearsals for?
Are you paying?
7 rehearsals, and like, I have 2 lines, bro. Do I have to be there? Yeah. All right, that's cool.
That's crazy. Yeah. I never ran into that, but that's crazy.
And we'll show up. It'll be like a little ass camera, like this big, no audio.
It's like we could shoot it better on our iPhone. Yeah, literally.
And look, there's nothing wrong with hustling, right?
Yeah,
we've all started somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but the fact that sometimes we got sold a dream that was unrealistic. I think I'm happy more people do their own research. I'm like, all right, what is possible? Because I always hate like the filmmakers that will stamp out, this is going on Netflix. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Does Netflix know about this? Yeah. Does Netflix know that you're saying that this is gonna drop, even though it's okay? Just say you're going straight to YouTube. There's nothing wrong with it.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with content creation. But when you're selling false hope to people, like, oh, I'm gonna be on Netflix, and you're literally like, people are like, think about it. Yeah. I made it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. People are literally. I remember that. Like, bro, this is going on Netflix.
Especially when you're brand new, like it makes sense, and it's like, now it's like I try to help. When it's like newer actors, I try to steer them the right way, just like I was, because I was like, if not, I'm like, people can literally go left, or go wrong, like tell you one thing, or like just try to scam you and all that stuff. So I try to tell people, don't put up with this X, Y, and Z. I try to lay it out for them, and like I even have written like a whole 2 pages of like bullet points of things and helping people out, because I'm like, I want to steer people the right way and help them, because I'm like, especially you can tell people are passionate about it and they're new. I'm like, because we were once there.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was grateful for the people that helped me and were like, hey, so now I'm like, let me do that for them them too.
You ever get
know?
scammed?
No.
I got
Thank
scammed
God.
once, and I
We
blame
did?
I blame my guy Mario. Fuck him. And he joined this talent company.
Oh God,
And
I already know where this is. I already know where this
he
is
was like, "Hey, bro, I'm
going.
gonna get you on." He got me on, right?
God.
First time meeting these people, they're like, "All right, yeah, we're gonna sign you, but we need you to do a headshot a session with one of our photographers." I'm like, "Okay, that's fine." And then I just thought, whatever it is, what it is. They're like, "Yeah, it's gonna be $600." And I was like, "Bro, I was so broke. I was so fucking broke. I was on that. Is what made me start drug dealing."
Oh
Like,
my God.
like I remember now. That is the fucking the thing that cracked everything and said, "You know what? I gotta sell drugs." This company was straight up like,
My
"Yeah, we're gonna do a
God.
headshot session. You gotta pay a photographer this much by this time." And I was like, "Look, I don't have anything right now, but I could put down payment. I can give you 100 right now, and then the day of, I'll give you the rest." Okay, I guess that works. All right, cool.
That is just such
Dude,
a
I was in
scam.
Peoria, came through, dropped the rest of the money, and the photo shoot was ass. I'll say that.
Yeah.
For the photos weren't that good, but
Yeah.
obviously that was something. But I was like, oh my
But
god.
this was like you were like when you were just starting off,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
That
I didn't
makes
get fooled in now, right?
Yeah.
No, no, no. This was and yeah, I got played, and never once did they book anything. If anything, they got me into like the background shit. But nah.
Which like you don't even need
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like anybody can do background, you know what I
Anybody
mean?
can do background.
Yeah.
So it's like,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
it was one of those things. And then like I remember my boy Mario, he booked something outside of their realm, but they claimed it. They're like, oh my god, our client. I was like, shut the fuck up.
Oh my God.
I was
Is
so
this
mad.
agency in Chicago?
No, not anymore.
Okay.
They were in the suburbs. Okay.
Okay.
And
I think I know what you're talking about.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
dude, it was horrible. Fuck, dude. I'm just thinking about it right now. I'm like, dude, that is what
funny.
literally get me started selling drugs. Because I wanted this dream so bad.
Are you being for
Vanessa.
real?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I ended up being a mule, Vanessa, for like 4 years. Yeah. Crazy. And that was the one thing I'm like, dude, I need to have
The
money.
good thing
like
is we're cool because I have a lot of cop friends.
Oh, no.
But you know I would never do that to you. I'm just laughing.
No, I don't. I know how to. No, trust me.
He's like.
If I was a bad drug dealer, I would have been caught. I've never been arrested. in my
Yeah, I
life.
was never caught.
I was never caught. You got to do things a smart way. But this one was very professional, which I'll tell you off camera.
Okay.
But,
Sounds good.
nah. Nah. And you know what's crazier? I'll tell you this too. I'll tell you this to the people. Y'all need to get cop friends. Y'all need to get cop friends. Because they're as shiesty as citizens are. They just have a badge. You know how many times I've had, hey, bro, what's this route look like? Oh, ain't nobody going to be over there. All right, good. Good. I'll get you Portillo's when I see you. You know, like, and trust me, bro. Just because they have a badge don't mean they're a better person. Trust me, they still shiesty. They be like, hey, bro, you want to drive me something? Yeah, I got you. But get you some cop friends. Not all cops are bad, right, Vanessa? Not all cops are bad.
No.
Yeah,
they're
and
not.
so get you some cop friends.
I went, the college I went to is a huge law enforcement school.
Where'd you go to?
Western Illinois.
Western. Okay, I see you, girl. WIU, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you were a bulldog then, or pitbull? What was
Leatherneck.
Leathernecks,
But
yeah.
technically it is a bulldog, but they call it
In
leatherneck.
Macomb, Illinois?
Yeah, there's not a lot going on there but the university.
No, the university, dude. That was a party school.
It,
That was
was?
a party school.
Oh my gosh, it
After we were
was.
done with our classes at ICC by Bradley University, we were like, "What's the move this weekend? We're gonna go to Western."
Yeah.
Ahí vamos.
Yeah.
Cornfield. Western party.
Yep.
Yes.
Fun time. Some of the best, honestly, some of the best 4 years of my life, to be
For
honest.
sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
It was
Hell
so
yeah,
fun.
Leatherneck, dog. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, trust me. I know ball, Vanessa. I know ball. I was
Yeah.
a Central Illinois person before, and yeah, everybody used to go to Western or go to Monmouth or Western.
Yeah, Monmouth was like 40, 45 minutes away. Yeah, I remember that.
And then when I was in with the cool kids, we went to U of I, and that one was yeah. So.
Yeah, I partied at U of I too. Yeah, it was fun. Good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
Were you in for law enforcement too or no?
No.
Gotcha.
No. But like I said, a lot of my friends were
Yeah.
law enforcement, so a lot of my friends are cops, detectives, all that.
For sure. Hell yeah. Anyways. Nice. But yeah, Vanessa, thank you. I appreciate you. We're at what, like an hour, right? What was it? Yeah.
Oh, already?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was fast.
Yeah. Oh, that's what happens when you're having fun, Vanessa.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but Vanessa, keep being you. We're gonna have you back here in the future, especially after you book your first major gig. I hope you know your agent lets you come and do an interview. But man, 4 representatives, Vanessa. Hell yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Fuck, and that's a lot of minds to deal with too. You know, because you have to meet with these guys. You meet with these people. You know, you check in with them,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, and no, that's good. You got 4 reps. Shit.
It's like 4 reps, and then like with some of them, as you know, like there's multiple
Yeah.
within one agency.
You know,
So.
I know it's crazy too. The thing that
Yeah.
like those are just your reps. Wait till you get your managers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right? You're
Yeah.
like, yeah, Vanessa can't do this tonight. No, no, you can't do that. Oh, Vanessa can't be your hair model unless it's
Yeah.
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 Have you got anything like that? Hand model?
You
hair
know
model?
what? I've gotten a lot of stuff recently for a lot of hair stuff, a lot of like Pantene, a lot of
I wonder why.
Yeah, so hopefully it'd be great. I'd love to do one of those as well. Like one of those prints would be cool.
That'd be fire.
Yeah.
And imagine like the Mexican commercials and stuff.
Yeah.
Aquí en Pantene.
You know what's funny? No one ever believes that I'm Mexican. They believe I'm Latina, but they always think I'm like either Puerto Rican or Colombian.
You know what's funny? I
What?
definitely thought you were Puerto Rican for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody, and then I'm like, no, soy Mexicana. They're like, you don't look Mexican. I'm like, dude, Mexicans,
What do you want me to do? Eat a taco?
I'm like, we come in all shades and colors and
That's
everything.
funny.
It's
What
like
do
the
you want me to do?
stereotypical. I'm like, no tengo el nopal en el frente, como se dice, right, en español.
Sorry, I left my sombrero at home.
Oh my gosh, yeah, but
Hell
yeah.
no, that's cool, Vanessa. But yeah, guys, Vanessa, man, check her out. You can go on her IMDb. She got credits. She could talk her shit. And also, I'm gonna have a link to the movie that we're talking about, Enfermo. That's a short film that I did, that I directed, and she starred in it, killed it, ridiculous. She ended up having a little headache, but because she put on that heart and soul to the screaming scene. So I forever appreciate you, Vanessa.
Yeah.
Pa la otra. I'm excited for your path. You're gonna do amazing things. And hopefully we get on like a big show together, you know.
Yeah, I would love that. I would love to work with you again.
Or I get a decent non-union one where I'm like, all right, we got to do a union thingamabobber. Hey, can I have Vanessa? It has to be low budget, SAG-AFTRA minimum. Okay, I'll call down the office for you, Vanessa. I'll make sure it happens. But thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you for having me. This was fun.
This has been Con Todo Podcast with Ruben Ramirez and actriz Vanessa Rodriguez. We are out.